whatever makes your soul happy. You don't have to train yourself for it. You just love to learn. It is not a job for you, it's a life for you. So that is art, basically.
So, welcome all of you to yet another podcast at Manna Style. I have Miss Surbi with me today on this podcast. She's a professional artist and a master's in mathematics. So that's the combination to go. So we'll be talking about art society in this podcast. How has it influenced the people in the society, and what are the drawbacks that we need to talk about to boost the artists in our country. So Surbi, let's start with our podcast. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So my very first question to you is, what according to you define art? Like, why do you do what you do?
Art is a thing that something your soul, you yourself love to, whatever makes your soul happy. You don't have to train yourself for it. You just love to learn. It is not a job for you, it's a life for you. So that is art, basically.
So, like, do you have a real life situation, which motivated you or inspired you to be an artist? Because it's really difficult in our society to, thrive as an artist. And it isn't really that open. And the conventions are yet stacked and they aren't broken yet. So, what are your views on that?
Look, I am an artist from Bihar. Bihar is really like null and void in this art field. Whatever place you are from, Bihar is like really null and void in this because of the things we had in these middle times. It's just null and void. You cannot even earn a single penny being artist here. But so it has been really difficult for me to pursue art career. As you know, I have a degree in mathematics. I was a mathematics student, but I never felt that whole, and there wasn't any that kind of support from family or society either. You cannot talk about being it's similar to I'm a girl and I want to be a man. Like, these kind of things are equal. You cannot talk, these are taboo. You cannot be artist. You cannot talk about being art or pursuing art career here in India. So basically what drove me to do art is social media, of course. I bought my first phone when I was in first year of college, and there I started seeing artists who wanted to, who just did like posted pictures. And this one artist, JYXTI, she was a girl also. She was a foreigner, but she did that. She drew some artwork and posed in front of it, and that clicked me. Like, I want to do that. I know how to draw. I want to do that. I wanted everyone else to see my art, and that one post I did on my social media, and that opened many paths for me. Like, there wasn't any path. I was totally blind. What to do with it? I have a talent. What to do with it? I don't know what to do with it. So it opened a path, and thank God social media was a boon to me. I mean, that was the only thing that drove me to be an artist.
Definitely. I love your work. I love your silhouette of Bob Marley. It was just amazing. I really loved it. So, like, what is one memorable response that you got, a feedback that, really touched you to the core? So, one response that you really liked about your art?
My first artwork, the first one which I posted on social media, I came out of the closet as an artist, that painting, and that was a yellow painting with legs bound, and everyone was getting what I wanted to say, and I was really delighted. Like, people are there who can understand what I want to draw. Like, it was really great. That comment section of that first post is just a treasure for me. I kept it screenshot. I still open it and see, for even whenever I want motivation, I just open that feed, like, there was I, and from there I started it. So that that whole comment section touches me. Like everything touches me about that.
Definitely. So I want to know from you that you have been in this art society for a long time now, right? So you have just
No,
celebrated your 2 years.
no.
You have just,
No.
okay.
2 year is my social media account. I am professionally. I started it 2 years back, and I got my first, order in December 2009. So professionally, I'm like 7 months old or 6 months old. That's all. But
Okay.
that was like back then.
You have been doing for past few years because Indian Aurat has just celebrated 2 years of it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. So I want to know from you is what you really dislike about the art society. What is that one thing you want to debunk in this society?
Mm, the art society. The only thing I hate is this social media follower thing. Social media gave a way to me, but still there are things when there's a stage when social media will only eat you up. Like you will start losing followers. People will only follow the artists who follow trends, and you are here just doing your art because you love it, because you want to do it. And there is this stigma going on, like if someone dies you have to draw about it, and you get followers, you get the reach, and even someone's death is a way to feed followers, and that is something I hate about social media. This is not right. Right now the Black Lives Matter movement is going on, and every makeup artist is doing the same thing. They are drawing on their faces like I cannot breathe and things like that. They are just trying to feed off the followers and reach from that death and that suffering that man got. Or Irfan sir died, and I was also in sorrow because he was my favorite actor. I loved his movies. Life of Pi was also there, and people were just drawing him because they wanted that reach. They don't know. I mean, there are forms of art, abstract, design, pattern. But why would you go for portrait only? Why would you only? I mean, suddenly every artist is a portrait artist. Suddenly, like why? This is not right. These are the things I hate about the art society. This is really, I mean, follower thing is now, it's a follower game now, not art. I mean, and still there are few artists like Munir sir. They just do whatever they like, and I just love their work.
Yeah.
So, but this, like in this race, the real artists are really being ignored from the audience. They just understand the trend and portrait. This is the two things audience understand right now. This is the bad thing, and I want the audience to understand that there is a whole large world in art world, and if these follower artists keep going to rule these things, artists will die. Great artists will die without even getting recognition, and that's the bad thing about it. So that's all.
There wouldn't be any real artist, right? According to you, if this continues, definitely. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Also, like when you must have had your downfalls. You live in Bihar, and the society isn't that supportive when you talk about you want to pursue a career in art or something like that, right? So have you ever faced or experienced any downfall while you were following your art?
Yeah, because actually I belong to a family where going college to girls going college is really taboo. Like wearing the sleeveless is really taboo. Showing the strap is really taboo. I come from that background, so it was really really very much hard to even come this far. It was really hard. It has been really freaking hard. I cannot even start from where I came, and it's still so hard. Downfall is only thing is I had right now I am in a downfall. I had a place out of home where I could go and show my art. Right now that place is just shut, and not every person's home is where he or she wants to stay. I don't like to stay at home because it will kill me, my art and everything. Like I have to go 4 steps back because of this corona pandemic. So this is what right now I'm going through a downfall. I mean, if I want to do something, I had to, even going out for things is already super hard, and this corona is just adding up to it. So it's just so bad for me right now. I am going through a really new kind of downfall.
Got it. So, do you think this pandemic has taught you anything, a lesson which you will cherish for the rest of your life? Like,
Yeah.
is there any positive thing that it has taught you during this?
Hmm. It has taught me a lot of things. Like, of course, you must have a business in food industry to survive these kind of pandemics.
Mm.
These are just this is just business things that came across my mind. And the second thing is my art just went into a direction, in a money direction.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
there was an order, I used to draw. If someone is paying, I will use all of my brain. And I wasn't like this before. 6 months ago, I was just painting because I wanted to. And right now, when I am not getting money, I don't want to paint. And this is something Corona made me go face to face with this new side of my, like, I don't want to paint if no one is paying me. Like, what the hell? It was for myself, where I just turned. And right now I'm just working on it, not posting anything, drawing for myself, doing it for myself. And I just want to go back to being an artist rather than a businessman. And that is all it taught me. I have to be an artist again.
Beautiful, man. Definitely, that should be the motto. That should be the focus, according to me. Also, like, is there any piece of advice that someone has given to you who is really close to you, which has really helped you in your, painting career? So, a piece of advice that really touched your heart.
Bihar is like, there is a closed circle of artists.
Hmm.
They won't let new artists invade it. Like, if you want to go there, you have to just be under them. You will just die and everything off. You will vanish. That's all. You will never come up. And so I started with social media. I never went to any training center. I never went to any classes, anything. I just started to draw and post. And that is the thing, when I wasn't getting any kind of, there is an elevation, like you get audience and everything. So I wasn't getting that, and I was comparing myself to others, like that artist is getting more views and that artist is same, like he or she is getting more things. And someone came up to me and said that, why are you comparing yourself? Is this a comparison game or something? And that hit me hard, like, why am I comparing myself? And of course there are many times that I go out of way, like right now I went for money. Like, money is art for me right now, and that is really bad. And that time it was like, comparison is art for me. Like, if I get more likes on my painting, then I am an artist, otherwise I'm not an artist. So that is the advice that one person gave me, and it really worked. So that was good.
Got it. So, where do you see yourself professionally? Where do you want to see yourself as a professional when you are at the age of 30 or 35? Where do you see yourself?
uh I see myself having works all across India. um that is what I basically want. And I hope that I get works in every part, south, east, north, west.
Mhm.
It will be great to know India, to know the different cultures, different art styles, to go there, work with different artists, to know them, to learn from them. It will be great for me. And that is where I want myself to be. No one can say, come up, oh, you don't know this art form, this art form, this. I want to know every art form that exists in India after 10 years, of course.
Okay, great. So, like, are there any idols for you? Someone whom you look up to and want to become like him or her in this field, in this art society?
Right now, no one. Because until and unless I figure out myself that which kind I am, I cannot put a finger on someone. Yes, I love many artists. I like them. I just love their work. They are really great. But I don't put an idol like my art. Like someone is drawing portraits and realism. And if I'm an abstract artist, I admire their art, but I cannot put them as an idol because my field is different. Abstract. I want someone in abstract. So, but for that to make someone idol, I need to find myself first, I guess. So I cannot put someone in idol. If you will ask that someone's artwork I like, there are many like Odit, JYXTI, Munir sir, but I cannot put a finger on any one of them and say that this is my idol. I don't have an idol right now, and that's the saddest thing.
Yeah, no, that completely makes sense. So you are basically discovering yourself is what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And every artist has that phase. So yeah, so I think this would be it, Suman, and it was really, really nice talking to you. I hope the budding artists get to see this and understand that this isn't the end. You have to go a little farther, and a little farther. So I hope this reaches to maximum audience, and I would love all of you guys to follow Indian or Aurat for amazing arts, silhouette on abstract painting, everything. It's amazing. Go and check her feed out. I am sure that you are going to love it.